need to do to take this map?
Don't let Nani get out of control of Banana. I feel like she's kind of one of the biggest win conditions for B4 on this map. So if you're able to negate,
Need to do to take this map?
don't let Nani get out of control of Banana. I feel like she's kind of one of the biggest win conditions for B4 on this map. So if you're able to negate this, so we'll see how it goes for MIBR starting on the T side of their map pick. The winner of this series goes to Dallas.
Let's get involved then. 3-player start on B, of course, for B4. Yungher taking space, jump spotting, second apartment. Very common play, doesn't see anything, but khizha just kind of making herself acquainted with the bicycle, just taking her time. A very slow default coming out of MIBR, but now they're going to congregate, gather in towards Banana. It should just be the execute.
Yeah, chilling for a minute just to see if there's any aggression that's going to be offered up, any HEs that can be wasted. But B4 are playing this incredibly passive setup over on B. 3 players here. Not even going for any sort of info pick, not setting up a flashbang. It's just Nani sitting back here with the USP, spots the head and takes it off. Flash over the top now to set up her teammates. Poppin swings on out, spots quite a few players, but it's got us with the dualies that gets 2. However, khizha and Udina have found the trades, putting us into the 2v2, and that rotation has to come over.
There's a smoke in a kit, so that can come into factor. Udina's actually picked up a flashbang, but she wants to fight further in. I like this double push in with khizha. You want to try and take the fight to B4 before they can try and set themselves in on this bomb site. Udina tapping away with a P250. It's khizha that strikes first, and now Yungher left in a really difficult clutch. The fuse kit on the floor, time ticking away, and it's khizha with 4 to get MIBR the pistol.
Wow, what a round for khizha. 4 kills in there. We didn't quite get to see all of the kills from her perspective because it looked like B4 were going to lock that one down. Poppins is in a great position. Got us guess that initial 2K as well, but the trading was just so good from MIBR. No rotation. By the time it got there, they got into such a powerful position deep into ruins. Really nice start here from MIBR. Exactly what they needed. B4 aren't going to make it easy. They have forced back into it.
4 nades. About to be lobbed down Banana. Not as much damage as they would have hoped for. And MIBR playing it so passively. Yungher now with the scout. Just waiting, trying to bide time, gather little clues of information. But B4 yet again. Oh, it's a double layering. This time the HEs do even more damage. China brought down incredibly low, but at least she's on the Mach 10.
That's a good chunk of damage. Yungher eventually repositioned after not spotting anything there. There's a bit of a timer on that mid-hold where at some point someone's going to wrap you an apartment. So she actually repositions to hold that with the scout, which is a little bit scary for her if she gets pinched on from short because she doesn't really have the weapons. But I like this change up. Get Julih up in there. MIBR starting to pincer through long. Goddess has actually fallen all the way back. MIBR could be tempted into going for a split here, but I think with this spacing, the fact they haven't found contact yet, they've walked all the way through. Oh, and they get the kill for free onto Yungher, backing on through, not ready for them to be out long. It's like MIBR might have found that gap and completely exploited it.
Yeah, Julih has slipped the net, but at the same time, she's only got a deagle, and the positioning of MIBR is so good that she can't really isolate any of these fights. It just has to be a save here for B4. Try and keep your Kevlar, bring forward these partial pistols because you're not investing a penny into the next round anyway. So you might as well see what you can just try and negate away from MIBR. Julih, an opportunity to find China, although back turn, that's $600.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And a well-handled round from MIBR. Just took their time and found the gap. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah.
They found where there was nobody holding. They got Yungher for free. And that was pretty much the round. B4's setup was open to that one specific play. Well, I guess if they'd gone through short, it probably would have been a similar outcome, but Julih might have been able to get a little bit more involved. Yungher can then be a bit more active as well, but not going to be the case, and now MIBR in a good position to get their third. B4 will just have the stuff they saved over, which is pretty bare bones as far as weaponry goes.
Yeah, maybe the Deagles can pop off, find a kill here or there. It's just a case of damage. Fantastic protocols being thrown in by MIBR, though. That is a chunky amount of utility being thrown on towards Poppins. Flashbang, whilst it did go in at the second time of asking at the half wall, might be a lot better. Fully blind, China will secure the kill, thanks to those HEs. It's just really good protocols and fundamentals being set in by MIBR early on.
Got the nice double nade. Rotation comes on over. They've left Goddess over on A. Rest of the team stacking over on B. Potentially get something done here. Smokes do come on through. Flames in towards New Bucks. China starts to charge on through. Nice shot from yungher with the USP. Two players are very low here. Still a potential to be able to cause an upset here. Nani in the back lines takes one more down, but ferzy and khizha keep it clean. Just Goddess and her rotation a little bit late. Chance to do a lot of damage there. And MIBR stays strong. No reason for Goddess not to give this a little bit of a look in, all things considered. Has that armor and a 5-7. Potential to even get an AK. Nothing being presented to her quite yet. Just gonna hear those footsteps. Can't ninja it, sadly. No kit. Maybe she'll get a chance on Eugenia. Not gonna be the case.
Eugenia's laughing in the player cam. She's like, yeah, I kind of expected Goddess to give that one a little bit of a look in, try and be a little bit sneaky. I think 2 casualties is really not the end of the world for MIBR. Anything more could have been a little bit expensive. But given how the previous rounds have gone, it feels like it's still a little bit more of a bonus, right? Eugenia not yet on the AWP. She's just got a Galil. ferzy, a Galil of her own too. But finally, we get to see this investment coming in for B4. yungher primed with the sniper, ready, raring to go.
They've got the deeper mid smoke as well. Not going to be peering around it, but setting up that option for later. Keep an eye on ferzy here. With the Galil, she's the one taking a bit of aggression in towards apartment. And the player would kind of highlight it as this really explosive rifler for MIBR. This might be the opportunity we get to see her in action, but Goddess tucked on in, gets one. yungher with the timing shot as well is unbelievably lucky. Julih chimes on in for the third, and well, this attack is already completely scuppered. Eugenia and China just going to charge up towards B, hoping that maybe there's a bit of a window here, and there is a little bit of one. Only one player on the site in Poppins. She's actually standing behind the fountain. Look at that flashbang. It's perfect. Nani swings on through, and Eugenia also blinded. yungher setting her up for success. B4 getting there first on the board.
What an absolutely fantastic response from B4. It's all players having an impact in the server, stepping up as a unit. You've got all 3 players over towards top middle chiming in with kills. As you get to see on this replay, it looked like it could have been Goddess spraying them down, but no, every single member of the roster finds success. Nani on the 4th kill as well. It's phenomenal. It's exactly what they needed, and that is such a confidence booster going into the rest of these gun rounds.
Ooh, Eugenia has invested a lot. Drops her teammate a weapon and buys herself the AWP. Just about scraping that one through. So everything put on the table for MIBR into this round. Don't want to let B4 get warmed up into it. B4 are now getting confident in fighting Banana. Smoke down deep, the flames as well allows Poppins to get very far on through. Nani with that AK there to support her, but they've expended a lot of utility on this, which could be an issue because it's been used quite early on.
Yeah, you are right, because look, Julih Goddess, the only players with incendiaries. There's only 1 smoke left for B4. In fact, no. Oh no, yes, that's a flash, not a smoke. My eyes do deceive me. Poppins now needs to try and hold on. Will get support from her teammates, but doesn't take any to the grave with her. And that is so detrimental for the defense. Rotations start to scramble on in. Nani calling the troops over, but Eugenia is just holding such a passive line, even waiting for the smoke to come in. Now that bomb can go down. 4 versus 5.
Yeah, this retake's really tricky as well. You only really give this a brief look in if you lose a player here, which they just do. Eugenius holding for that exact boost up. You can't go for this. Immediately off that death, they have to scramble. And that comes back to that utility, right? You commit a lot to taking banana control. And I think if you're going to be doing that, you kind of need the fallback utility, right? You need to have someone who've dropped an extra smoke, an extra incendiary. And Poppins really needs to be holding one of those pieces so that when she does get forced back and has to fall, she can buy time by dropping the flames, dropping the smoke. But in this case, she just didn't have anything, and then she was forced to fight on the site and got overwhelmed.
Or at the very least, you have Poppins there with a reinforcement. The way they deployed that utility set with the initial smoke in towards the middle of banana, then they followed it up with the incendiary and the deep smoke. I thought that maybe yungher was going to post there. Poppins could swing on first contacts because of the lack of utility. Instead, Poppins is just left to hold banana all alone and on the B bomb site with a single flashbang. It's not the most ideal setup, and as a result, she can't find much on her purchase. MIBR, yeah, they lose a round, but they immediately respond.
That's quite painful for the CTs as well, because now it puts this one on the nice edge. yungher, oh, the flashbang, what a flick down. Eugenia was fully wiped by that. A lovely opening frag. Now she's moving over to the apartments to switch things up. Ferzy's not going to be overstepping yet, but this setup with Julih and with yungher is going to be so deadly. The second she comes around that corner, she is surely dead. Looks like she's ready to swing, and yeah, yungher strikes again.
Really well played. A-Rap now coming in because the apartment's pressure has been felt. Oh, I don't mind this. Goddess is seemingly aware of it, though. Can even hear the footsteps in spawn, but gets removed. Poppins now needs to fall back, but khizha catches her off guard. Surely not like this before. Two openers, but suddenly it's a 3 versus 3. Nani at the back of the site needs to go huge.
All of them are coming to her. The rotations aren't here yet. Julih just starts to go down mid now. So Nani has to come up big, has to be multi, but it doesn't connect. khizha very low. And a 2v3 with an AWP. There's just no hope. You can't go for it. Those amazing openers from yungher for nothing. MIBR able to catch off through that flank around the world.
I think what's most impressive with the MIBR mid-round is the response. Immediately, you spot out yungher in towards apartments, and you go, okay, that's fine. The gap has to be out towards long. Let's just take it. Let's push through spawn. Let's be very direct about our approach. Let's move as a unit. And it just works out perfectly. And that's one thing I've been really impressed with watching MIBR over the entirety of the season. The response times of when situations happen. What's your backup plan? What's plan B? What's plan C? MIBR, they pull it out immediately. And B4, they're forced to use tactical timeout because the money, it really is in disarray. They need to kind of figure out their finances.
Yeah, I think in this situation, okay, this is interesting. So Goddess has decided to actually invest here. I don't mind this. I think they're actually going to be able to get something decent here.
Yeah.
Because yungher was able to drop one. The loss bonus is full. So yeah, it's going to be a little lacking with some util, but I think overall should be a pretty decent buy. I was going to say, I mean, yungher with the AWP can really do a lot here, but I mean, she did last time. That didn't seem to help. I think this B side is having some issues, and well, that is where I kind of pointed towards MIBR's success being potentially found. See if they can continue that.
Feels really good. Poppins has really been shut down on banana. Instead of Nani. Flashbangs in. Poppins wants to fight. Has got support of her teammate. No, she doesn't. Tries to fall back. China catches her off guard. Yet again, it's another opener. But this time, it falls in favor of MIBR. B4 already on the back foot. Now needs to set up their rotations in new positions. yungher searching with the AWP. Maybe she gets flashed in here to try and pull an advantage back.
Yeah, MIBR really have everything to work with here. So much time as well. And you can see they're already starting to kind of test some of the rotations. They drop a smoke over towards long on A. They've kept that lurk in play of ferzy there as well. but it is going to be this hit towards B. Yungher hasn't budged, so she's in the right position with the AWP. Holding this corner angle. They're about to come on around. Utility over the top. Flashbang is good, but her shot is as well. On the timing, takes one down. And Nani now tucked into the back, is spotted out, but Yungher's made her way over, and she's not smoked out. Nani's able to finish off the job off the tag. Ferzy did get a kill on the flank. Look at these flashbangs still doing work here. Nani tucked on in, fighting strong. Eugenia does take it down, and oh, the no-scope attempt. At least Julie's there to save. It's a 1v1 now, that bomb out in the middle, and time is such an issue for Ferzy now. She's going to make it here with enough on the clock to pick up that bomb. 10 seconds as she arrives at the site, and Julie's hearing all of this. Ferzy's just trying to clear, trying to see if there's anything, but she's run out of time, and Julie swings.
Yeah, that starts to get really scary for B4, but their protocols are fantastic. The fact that it's Nani swinging on from new box, it's Julie pushing through the smoke, and yungher goes through the coffin smoke as well. Everyone crunches onto the bomb site at once. It's not kind of a layered peak. It isn't individualistic. It's everyone joining forces and coming up when it matters, because Julie's able to backstab through CT. She's the MVP of the round, even locking out Ferzy, denying her opportunity in the 1v1.
Yeah, it might have looked a bit crazy, yungher running through the smoke there, but you're absolutely right. Sets up Julie, and that's what secures the round. But a lot of fatalities for B4 means that their bye here isn't the most delightful. At least yungher still gets her AWP, but most of the rest of the squad aren't looking that great. No one ever wants to be the one wielding the FAMAS. But Julie, show what you can do with that in the prior round. Maybe I'm getting a lot of space here, but I think B4 are happy to concede this.
Yeah, I don't mind this as well, because it's been a lot of opening kills on MIBR's terms. However, this time it's still no different. Regiane holding for both of them and just opens up the B bomb site. yungher now needs to go searching down in towards top brackets. Won't find anything because the bomb site has been swarmed and overwhelmed. And B4, the difficulty is you haven't really got any money anyway, so it's a conversation piece. Do you want to give this one a look in because you need to try and build up rounds on the board, or you just want to try and hold this investment? Nani will fall, but again, it's only the SMG. Poppins does trade her out, can upgrade to an AK. yungher grasping the AWP really tightly. I think she's actually going to be allowed the respect. I think MIBR, after that initial hunt from China, because their economy is in a little bit of a rough viewing as well, they're just going to hold on. They're just going to allow these rifles to be carried on forward. But more importantly, it's one round for B4 and then an immediate response from MIBR.
It doesn't feel comfortable for B4. That one was a bit unfortunate, I guess. Just going for the dry peek into mid, and then the spacing not quite there, because, I mean, why would it be on the CT side, right? I feel like it was an info peek. It wasn't necessarily going for the fight, but there wasn't like anything to back it up. Just dry peek, goes down, and an attempt to do the same from her teammate, which netted the same result. And what can yungher do at that point, right? Not really actively on the site towards library, so can't really get involved. And this ain't looking pretty for B4.
This is
Check
fast.
out that smoke.
Yeah. Straight into CT. yungher will let khizha, but now these B bomb site defenders have to hold on once more. Boost kind of being checked and accounted for, but not quite. And Poppins will actually find one kill. Nani has got a USP kill onto Yedinia.
She found that one. HE goes through. Does a bit of damage, but look how limping they are. khizha was brought so low from that AWP shot earlier, and yungher surely knows this. All the information is there, and so are all the CTs. Everyone is now grouped up. A flashbang being set up for the attack. China drops down her own bit of utility, trying to get this AK involved because it feels like it needs to, but that timing is not nice. But it doesn't matter. China's found one. Goddess now swings in as well, and trade's going back and forth, but look at the health points here. All now into khizha, 1 versus 3, and she's just tucked on in, hiding away. The flames go down. She's not clear. Swings on out. Actually takes down the bomb diffuser, but it's not going to matter. There is enough time on the clock for Goddess to get that one down.
And that's individuals coming to shine and coming right into fruition for B4. The fact that it's Poppins that takes the opener and then allows space for the USP to find the follow-up. And what's really smart from B4 is they don't really rush the bombs. Like, they don't overextend. They don't allow opportunities for that to kind of fall out of favor. They wait, they group, and they retake with absolute perfection. Goddess really at the spearhead of it all, even finding the third kill to lock in the defuse. Fantastic stuff. It is still concentration faces. B4, they now need to make the next step. Can they do it? Consecutive rounds of the game.
Ooh, look at these peaks. Both AWPers wanted to get aggressive in Banana, and while neither of them connects their shots there, it's all a little wild with the utility rating on over. I think both are probably kind of breathing a sigh of relief that they didn't go down then when they saw each other. So a bit of early action that really just ends with a few scrapes, but maybe something out towards long here. yungher has relocated to this position with the AWP. Gonna be ahead of this smoke. If khizha does want to peek around. Goddess playing anti as well. This is a really nice setup if the take does come through. This is where it gets scary though. If yungher edges on around here and doesn't hard clear this, she could be in trouble, but the clear is there. The trade is even quicker. Goddess at least does hold on that swing. So they're keeping this under lock and key. ferzy in the apartments looking to try and get activated, but it's this flanking through long. Goddess is still on the site. julih finds one as well. Oh, she's found both. The swing comes on through and it's all onto ferzy. The young gun added to the squad can't get it done. So B4 with 2 consecutive finally.
Yeah, and there we go. That's what we were talking about in the pre-show, right? The fact that julih is now playing a lot more consistently in this side. And when it matters most, she's got that clutch potential. Huge multi-kill out towards long. The fact that she takes down Yodinia, who's wielding the AWP, scoped in on her position, she's not scared, she's not deterred, and it allows the bomb site player just to remain rooted and be that unknown entity. So even if she does fall in towards the mini pit, which she doesn't, by the way, then there's always a second layer. 4 rounds on the board, and whilst it started to look quite scary, B4, they have kept themselves within this.
Yeah, and off the back of those, a few of them being close as well, MIBR are now down to the pistols. So B4 just want to keep this one clean and should be able to do so. There's not even a flash here to set up any of these pistols. I wouldn't have minded if maybe they just bought one. There's definitely a couple of players that could have. Maybe khizha just gets one single flashbang just to set up some sort of peak somewhere, you know, like this peak, for instance, but it's fine. It's a long shot anyway. And Banana is always going to be a difficult fight when you've got no utility. The M4 from Poppins getting a beautiful multi. A little bit of spray control there to take all of them down. And a bit of a confidence builder as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that because Nani's like, oh, they're coming up. Banana, quick, fall back, drops the smoke, runs away, and Poppins is like, nah, it's okay. I got
this.
And just sprays them all down. And confidence boosting is correct because, look, she was 0-4, and now she's 6-6.
Yeah.
In actual fact, all the kill distribution is very solid out of B4. They're all within 2 kills of each other.
It heads down, but no thumbs up. julih charging on through. Oh, gonna spot up ferzy, completely unexpected, and she's doubled up. A huge opening, and she's looking for more. She's on the prowl, hunting through the apartments, in the walls. Pressure now has to come over to Banana. MIBR have nowhere else to go, and well, it's just Poppins here, but we saw what she could do in that prior round. Starts off this one with a nice kill as well. The smoke comes through at the perfect time. The remaining MIBR players are trapped. julih's in the back lines. Oh, but only for a moment. So suddenly, space enabled for MIBR.
Although given their positions now, I think it's just going to be a very long save coming out of MIBR. And whilst this might look a little bit boring, this is exactly the correct decision. We know the money's...
the music.
Yeah. What's on the tunes? Oh, well. Guess we don't quite know. But still, right, look, the money's always been a little bit fragile just because although MIBR have been winning a lot of rounds in the early stages of this first half, it's been very close. B4 have been really kind of wearing down the economy. And whilst that normally favors the T side, where B4 have won the past couple of rounds and they've only had a couple of casualties here or there, it's their bank balances that can now begin to build, start to swell, and MIBR can just feel the economic woes.
Can we talk about just how satisfying that was to watch Julie's POV throughout that entire round? Because like it started with her and we just watched her cross with the spawn, run up the boiler, head down the entire time, right? Just to make her a more difficult target, and just completely dodges them, gets that beautiful double kill. It was a thing of beauty to behold the whole story as it took place. You know, we got a really nice beginning, very satisfying middle, and the conclusion is the 6th round.
Yeah, that's julih going from a passive stance to an aggressive one, and it's the variation that catches MIBR off guard. Operation Bomb Plant, perhaps, for this T side. Gap in the smoke, nets the kill. That's all done by design. julih continuing her reign of terror. Flashbang's good though in towards top mid. yungher really needs to be careful, but she's got the support from Goddess. At least she did, but khizha has traded her out.
Well, I was kind of hoping julih would get aggressive there off yungher running away, right, to try and bait it out. Okay, khizha is in the back lines, and she's gotten a lot of information here. Oh, Poppins is about to get a nasty surprise, if she even survives to face it. Oh, but she just stands and delivers, gets both. And it didn't even matter because Nani actually caught whiff of khizha as well, so it looked for a moment like a way for MIBR to find their way back into that falls before it can even begin.
Yeah, I think, and I could be completely wrong, but where khizha went round this second corner, I think Nani just spotted her out, and Poppins...
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because Poppins went big anyway with that double. Went huge. Big is
popped off.
Understated. Oh, wow, an original play on the player name. I've never heard anyone say Poppins popped off before.
No, me neither. Keeping it fresh here on Impact. MIBR trying to reclaim some of their early dominance. 6 rounds, still pretty decent haul on the T side of Inferno, but given the landscape of the game, given how really in control they once were, it's now starting to get a little bit dicey. Now utility's even been saved for B4. They're now throwing it into the middle in portions of the round. Another grenade lands at China's feet, really detracting attention away from Banana, forcing them to go into this free-player lean on A.
They're just edging their way forward at the moment. Just going for the contact. Not wanting to fully reveal their hand yet, but they're going to have to start to take some space here. Smoke start to come on out. One over to Moto, and it is through the short they go. julih, she is currently isolated and fully blind. yungher caught on out. Goddess has to stand and do it all. yungher's found the lurk through long, and Goddess, they line up for her. Unbelievable. Can't quite get another, but just a lot of damage. And that might have been enough for B4. The bomb will still go down, but they had the player advantage in the retake.
One flashbang on yungher. Where's she going to deploy this? ferzy repositions towards Pip, trying to establish a crossfire with Yedinia. Spots out the player at short, but yungher deals with Yedinia. It's all ferzy. They know exactly where she is, but she's isolated. The gunfight's ferzy with 3. It's important. And MIBR level up the scoreline.
Ho ho! That's the ferzy we're talking about. A ferocious, furious sequence of frags. Goddess, it felt like she'd done so much work there, but ferzy delivers. Has been quite this game, but damn was she loud here. What a triple. That last kill is absolutely phenomenal.
Hyping up the team as well. Get the fist bumps going on LAN. Love to see it. What a round. yungher now peeking in towards top mid. Oh, that was so close to the headpiece, but she really peeks in. Yeah. Jian moved to the spectators bench.
Repeat. Ooh, ferzy. Manages to get on by, but yungher is now very alert and very ready. However, MIBR are going over towards B. Actually decided not to, I think. With Ferzy's advanced position here, I don't know. They haven't really got any ground. They've decided to give up that control they had. yungher's in a bit of an awkward position. She could get pressed here, but B4 also kind of looking to fight this. Goddess gets in front. Flashbang to set up the peek out towards the T side. Doesn't spot anything, and now the attack comes on through. Goddess not noted. They knew where the AWP was because the flashbang came through, and they thought they could punish, but Goddess, well, she rains down hellfire from above, and China now has everything to do, nowhere to go, and it is B4 taking the half.
In a helpful hand, broken bones in a bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. In a quiet town, bodies fall upon sacred ground. Burn a flag and a king is crowned. Coming to get ya. I'm coming.
Strong start to the first half for MIBR, but B4, it's the experience that are seeing them through. They actually end up winning out the half. In fact, 8 rounds played 7, but still as close as can be on our first map of this best of 3.
Yeah, I felt like it took them a little bit to get warmed up into this series, but they have arrived in the server, and well, Julih is certainly here to play. And oh, check this out from MIBR. The aggression down mid. Nani has got a whiff of something, hears them, and falls on back. Julih might have spotted them as well, and immediately, look at this, putting the pace on. Oh, this round is so weird already. Nani, what a shot, swings on out with the Glock and gets 2. Although that's the bomb dropped in the apartments now. Display coming on through. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? She gets 2 of those? That's unbelievable. khizha now tapping away at long range. It's an absolute bloodbath. No one's even in the sights. Yungher has to come up big, and Eugenia with the 2K.
I'm speechless. I mean, we've got kills coming in place from T-Spawn. We've got Regian just getting 2 insane shots in towards the apartments. Drops
Yeah, I
the
need
bomb.
to see that again. Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, that's nutty, but like, okay, that she gets that first kill, drops the bomb.
Wait for it.
Pop. This one though, what? That's insane.
Oh wait, I didn't even see she got that on the first.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I lost my mind. Oh my god.
What beast.
The pistol goddesses on the server. Okay, she gets an M4 off the back of that. Well deserved.
Eugenia with the MP7. That's expensive. Is it worth it? Don't know. Have to wait and see. B4,
Yeah, she's also on an AWPer, right? Like,
Yeah.
on that conversation
Yeah,
point, it's
that's a
because
good
like
point.
it's even more money.
Oh, I guess if she farms up the cash, then it'll be okay. However, M4 gets 1. China with another on the MP9. This is by the book. This is as expected. Should always be an MIBR round, in my opinion, but potentially they could get a bomb plant here. That would be really good, except everyone is being deleted. Ferzy with 3.
Well, in ferzy frags, it's only ever in 3s. She's like couldn't remember. You know when like there's like a don't worry. You know, like when it's like a thing where like
Everything like comes in 3s.
comes in 3s, right?
Yeah.
Good things. Look, it's long gone. Whatever. I need to hit that point immediately. I just look silly now. We're gonna go back to the game. Smoke travels forward. ferzy looking for free. 'Cause that's what good things come in.
Yes, indeed. Well, instead, it's not free, but it's a double up. Under the short porch. Nani looks to prime a flashbang here for B4 to take some control. Speaking of it, khizha got full reign of banana. That's going to force the hand. Now in come the smokes. But Regian yet again deals with pop-ins. Julih will at least trade back. There's another player on the balcony. Dealt with by Julih.
Eugenia gets domed as she's dropping. Yungher's found one through the smoke. Oh, this is so rough for MIBR. You can't really give this a look in. We definitely can't now, surely. Yungher's on a tear. khizha slinking into the apartments. Can maybe catch some exits here. That was brutal.
That was awesome. That was really nice coming out of yungher. And you've also got Julih, who deals with not 1, but 2 players on the balcony. Even the player trying to drop off and fall back in towards the pit. It's like, not today.
Crazy. How does she hit that? Oh, we're about to see a bit of an attempt. I liked it.
Oh, nearly.
So close, so close. Bit of a dozier MP9. Doesn't work out.
Let's
do that again.
Yeah. Oh, what? Like, I know it's the recoil control, but it just doesn't look on the head at all. Like that is insane. Was that Goddess has got like a Funko Pop in her computer?
Well, better not melt from all the sick gaming that she's doing. There's a lot of Grogu in that. But you're not the man to talk to about Star Wars.
That's
as
true.
you've only watched the 3rd movie of the first trilogy. Poppins gets a bit of a dink. That's going to feel a little uncomfortable. She has to fall on back, and maybe I've managed to wrest a bit of control. What? Yeah, they've wrested a bit of control, all right. I have pure force with the MP9. And now with Poppins so low, Goddess feels like she has to do something. Poppins, okay, never mind. Poppins is taking fights, doesn't matter. Eugenia gets one back, but you're not gonna be ready for the second player. China swings out for 2. Julie is up on the balcony waiting for someone to push, but now she's at a 1 versus 4.
That's a really nice play coming out of MIBR. The fact that you get the SMGs in such a close position. Oh, it's fine. Alex scary. I never want to rule Julih out in a clutch like that because we know her multi-kill potential, especially when the players are just out in the open. But back to my point, the fact that the SMGs get close range and you got the bait and switches coming into full effect, MIBR play that one absolutely perfectly, making the most out of very little that they have. And suddenly, these SMGs all become M4s. They kind of scavenge the weapons back off the bodies of B4.
Woohoo! Fired up off that one. So that might be our boot camping together, but in the shadows. Can't be good for your eyes, kids. Make sure you always have the lights on when you game.
Yeah, I got called out for that recently, actually. I game with the lights on at night, and some of my friends were like, hey, that's weird, man.
Well, they'll be the ones that won't be gaming into their 90s. We'll be on LAN at the old people's home.
Oh, wait.
Can you imagine? Yeah, it's going to be looking forward to retirement.
That's sick.
Yeah, bit of a halfy beat from B4. Call that a B2.
Halfy B4. Oh, no, B2 was way better.
Yeah, my joke was just better. Why'd you ruin it?
That's what I do. Ferzy. Oh, I like this off angle. This is really cheeky. Molly comes in. That's going to force Eugenia back just a little bit. Ferzy, dedicated. Delegated with the apartments, but Poppins! Oh, what is that? Jumping headshot with the Tech 9. Sure, 1 kill comes back in response, but that's the bomb site compromised.
No smokes, though, in the post plant. Nutty is actually going to throw one down now. It took a little bit for it to come through, and that utility has really come through at a perfect time. MIBR do have kids here if they do want to give this retake a look in. Khizha was considering it, but the rest of the team's already saving. I'll tell you what, that's definitely a bit of a pop play from Poppins. Pops on out of the apartments and pop into the dome. That second kill is devilish. You know what? That's revenge. After Julih copped one from Eugenia earlier.
Please, I hope we got a replay of that. That is... I don't even know. Like, I have no words. This game is delivering with insane kills, and we get another example of it. It's a highlight reel, and it can just come back from this game alone. What?
What? She's midair.
That's a death slam moment.
Her feet were off the ground.
It's yeah, not supposed to do that in the air.
This isn't a major. This is the ESL Impact.
10 rounds each as well. Force buyers just keep on coming. Are we ever going to see an AWP in play? Well, potentially. Not from MIBR, but before we definitely do. Yungher is wielding hers. Poppins just spraying. Trying to just alert the presence and get MIBR interested. But currently, it's a very slow round. B4 just waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
Yeah, MIBR's money is so tentative. They don't really feel like going for the aggressive plays at the moment. They have a lot of banana control, so they can happily hold passive on A, try and bait them into these setups. That's a nice HE. 2 players very low. The flashbangs come on through. Yungher gets a collateral, though. Oh, they swing straight into her AWP, and she doesn't need a CM to take down 2. Khizha and China, nowhere to be found, and, well, it's just China now. And she is just going to hold on to this AK.
Oh, we're going to get a crazy moment every single round. If so, sign me up. I'm strapped in. I'm ready for the remainder of this series. B4. I mean, the control was really good. I liked the approach. It was leading with utility, and then they were waiting just a couple of seconds to get the spams out the way. And then yungher just swings the corner and just hits a crazy collateral.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty. While she's blinded as well, the flash comes on through, and China doesn't even look like she's going to get to hold on to this. No way. Jose, Goddess is hunting her down. Nani's streaming up Banana as well. A flash over the top. China was doing a good bit of dodging for a moment, but not going to be able to get away with her life. B4 take the lead.
It is only by a single round, though, but potentially has got opportunity to make it a few in a row, build up a little bit of a buffer, because MIBR's economy is not best suited to reinvest. Pockets are a little bit shallow, so instead it's going to be the P250s, it's going to be the USPs, and a stack on towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, it's a big old stack. Got the players boosted behind Dark to set up khizha for a bit of a better angle. And then the old faithful boost. And well, out the gate, B4 are going to be going over here. Get a little suspicious when you haven't heard any utility. No contact in Banana. Got this far for free. Holding anti at the moment to see if that play is coming. On the other side of the map, julih is on a scouting mission. So far, scouting mission has found empty streets. Nobody is out. Nobody's at the market. No one at all. Just a few chickens. A strange ghost town here in southern Italy. She's like, well, everyone, come on over. Airbnb is open for business. We can all move on in, have a final time together. And that's exactly what B4 decided to do.
Yeah, that was really nice. The fact that she took apartments first and just her routing, it was all supported by utility. First in towards top Banana, gets flashed in, then she even flashes herself. And the point of these flashes, not only is it to kind of just prevent MIBR from swinging her just altogether, it also just kind of incentivizes a little bit of a peek afterwards, but she finds absolutely nothing. There's no movement, there's no audio, and it's just as safe can be. B4 taking all the precautions will find themselves a safe 12. Shouldn't be any denial here of any guns, although China will find Goddess. Can Nani scoop up the remainder? Yes, she can. Needs to try and run away, though. Udenia does strike, so that's one AK at the very least.
Gives up her life to try and deny that AK being saved, and, well, it does cost her. But it's okay. A price that's not too bad in the grand scheme. B4 still looking very healthy. MIBR now have to step up. They have their bye off the back of those 2 rounds. What craziness do we have in store on the CT side?
Looking forward to seeing what Udenia can provide. It's a very shallow angle, but it gains a lot of information. Now our efforts focused over towards Boiler, just in case. But you really need to be careful about top middle. There's 3 players there about to burst onto the scene.
They're everywhere around her, and yeah, she decides to fall back. I think that smoke towards Long, that's definitely got her worried. Miss Molotov, though, allows her to stay standing strong, but the flashbang does force her back, and it puts yungher into position. Genia looking to swing on through, and yeah, yungher in the perfect spot to deal with her. Wanted that information, and it cost her her life. Ferzy now wants to step up to the plate with the AWP as well. yungher hasn't budged. Ferzy coming on through, regaining with 2 massive kills. And now Ferzy swings, dodges the bullet, finds the kill, but julih over the top, and its kills going back and forth, and now it's all onto julih. 1 versus 2, and that bomb is in her grasp. 1 player incredibly low on the MIBR side. Just to bait out the bomb plant, see if maybe they try and overwhelm with 2 players. Again, going for the same play. Sitting in smoke. It's risky. She has time to work with, phases it, doesn't spot anyone at library. They are doubled up around this corner. She swings, and it's a miss.
Yeah, that's really nice from MIBR, because you can really easily get sold on those fake plants. There's been a number of times where there's been a lot of overstepping kind of in the middle into end rounds, but you know the HP has been low, and Regian does incredibly well just to kind of recover the situation with 2 huge kills on that M4, which allows ferzy to then find space. And just when you think julih can get up to something a little bit sneaky, it's the fundamentals, it's the protocols coming in for MIBR, making sure that B4 don't get too far away from their grasp, but just 1 round in it. And that's been a consistent theme.
Poppins taking some space up Banana, but there are a lot of players here, but they're not ready for her to come around the corner at that timing. Setting up for some utility, a flashback in, gets khizha a kill, and she collects a second. Trade is immediate, but does keep things even here, so MIBR will be happy with that exchange. Julih is definitely curious about that. Eugenia jumping across the smoke. Ferzy's gone on a bit of a hunt here. Look at this information gathering. Oh, this position is perfect. Gonna catch them as they walk around the corner. That kill is precise. Now she can slip away with that advantage.
Oh, look at this. She's even gonna go hunting for more. Holding towards second middle. Right now, she's isolated. She's not involved in this fight. And B4 hit the gap. Walking through short. That bomb can now be put down. There's utility for yungher to deploy over towards Moto. But ferzy and Eugenia are playing this one so patiently, because ferzy has not revealed herself from the back line. She can go back in towards apartments. She can either be the closer for the round, or she could be the instigator.
It's difficult in this position with the AWP. Can be a tough angle. Flashbang being thrown out, but it's just to set up a bit of a peek towards library. Now going to be coming around from every angle, and yungher has to split between 2. Utility about to be coming over. A flashbang to set up her teammates. Swings on out, gets the first kill into Eugenia and repositions, and almost adjusts for the player on apartments, but ferzy comes on out, and it's julih in the sight. The time is not quite there. It is. They're going to have it. Look for a second like it could get dicey. But the kit's in play. MIBR pull off a successful retake.
Yeah, fantastic retake. It's all about the discipline. A short player does get removed, but that's when ferzy can instantly swing. Chicken got in the way of that gunfight, which is why it doesn't look as clean as it should be. But ferzy does get it over the line, and the utility on the bomb site is just enough to not only flush julih out of her position wide, but it actually just engulfs her in the flames. Tactical timeout now being called yet again for B4, because whilst they've got the bomb plants, they haven't been winning the rounds. So it has to be a Tech 9 purchase, a half-buy proposition. And for MIBR, this is the best moment they've had in this second half to reclaim the lead.
Very impressed by MIBR here, really. After all the narrative we kind of posed about B4 potentially being the best team in the region.
Yeah.
Yet to drop a map this entire season of ESL Impact, and now they might be in a position to do that here in the match that decides who goes to Dallas. But still more to play for. This one is going to be a bit of a tougher one, but it does look like they're setting up for a bit of a pacey play towards A. Flashbangs over the top. Ferzy in the pit with Eugenia by her side. It's a double combo, and it gets her few. Ferzy is so damn sharp. That AK in her hands is an absolute terror on the CT side. yungher has gotten into CT spawn. Now into library. So that's a bit interesting. She's been given a kill, and she can also get over and get herself an M4. Still pressuring into the side, but needed that kill. And now with Nani, just the Tech 9. ferzy even gets a team kill in the mix, and Eugenia's having a bit of a chuckle at that. But it's okay. They get the round.
Yeah, I really like the fundamentals. I've mentioned it a few times already for MIBR, but in this round alone, they understand that the economy is not going to be in the best state of affairs. So what do? They double up in towards pit, and they've got a player on the bomb site. It's tight-knitted crossfires, and they rely so heavily on them, but it's the perfect thing to do. It's pack mentality. You can hunt in numbers, and you can see how effective the pit play was. ferzy with her precise aim, Eugenia taking point on short. And just some praise them, MIBR. They get absolutely destroyed by utility and Banana.
They really wanted to fight it, and it has cost them a lot. And it's actually going to keep a couple of players committed here. Ferzy is in transition at the moment, but he's going to be okay. China caught out as she came through long, not ready for B4 to be there so quickly. Now they can pincer onto this side, but it's Eugenia and it's Ferzy still here and still with plenty to play. A flashbang is good. Eugenia can't quite find the timing to hit her shots, and she's under pressure, but steps up 4-1. Still staying alive here, as is Ferzy, covering off the apartments. They might have got the bomb in, but they haven't dealt with either of these players in the pit. So now they're going to be under pressure from every angle, but Goddess, this is a really strong position if she's able to stand strong, and she does. Khizha falls, and she collects the second. Eugenia and Ferzy, isolated in the pit, are eventually dealt with.
That's so well played from B4. Just the fact that they understand that there are players in towards the pit, but they never position themselves to kind of make that position effective for MIBR. Whilst they kind of are in the lion's den and they're a little bit undercover, they're really well accounted for, and it's the pressure. MIBR have to go and make the next move. They have to try and defuse the bomb. So B4, they just leave them there. They deal with the players coming and rotating through in transition. Really nice stuff coming out from, it was Goddess in towards Boiler. And the rest is history. 13-13. And MIBR have limited funding.
Yeah, they've just been reset here. That's kind of rough. They've not missed anything. Eugenia's got a PT50. Everyone else is just run on the defaults. Julih on the lurk gets her first, and the rest of the squad goes over towards B, which, again, nobody here. So 14 going to be secured for B4. In a short little while, we get to see all of their execute utility coming on through. Julih now gets the opportunity to farm up some frags and maybe the ace, but no. Denied by Ferzy. She never makes it easy for B4. And even gets herself an AK, so she'll be happy with that.
Can she hold on to it? That's the next question. I feel like B4 needs to just respect this. 1 AK is really not the end of the world. It's not that detrimental to you. In fact, it's more impactful if you go ahead and lose a couple of rifles to Ferzy, and you know how exciting of a player that she is. You know the skill ceiling is very high for Ferzy, so you don't really want to hunt it. I like it. 1 casualty. B4 hit 14. 2 steps away from taking away the map pick of MIBR, but it's been a really tough battle, and there's still plenty more action here on the server. Only a couple rounds left. But don't count MIBR out of it just yet.
This is probably, well, this is the most important round for MIBR. They get the investment out here with everything they kind of need. The AWP even getting dropped over to Eugenia, so now she has that with all of the utility. But if they lose this, then B4 will be in the prime position to close it out. So a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the MIBR squad, who have been really solid here on Inferno. Eugenia is boosting up her teammates. They're going for a bit of a double boost setup. Takes a little bit to implement that. Luckily, they're not punished, and in fact, the punish comes in. Banana Poppins cops a few. They're looking to fight this. China is so close, and it all could come down to this brawl. The flashbang comes through. The CTs get 2. Goddess gets 1 back. Everyone is blinded. Oh, what? Khizha with the timing kill. She had no right to get that. A single point of HP, and she's managed to stay alive. Manages to get back onto the site. Surely her days are numbered. The remaining 2 T's swarming her, and Khizha has found another. Yungher takes her down, and now Yungher has to pull off an incredible clutch. Bomb in her grasp. Takes out the plant, and while time is going to be a concern for her here, because eventually these CTs will get into position, but they are playing this patient. You know what Yungher is capable of. We've all seen her with this AWP before. A superstar for South America. Time, plenty of it to work with, and they're not giving her an inch. Bomb being planted now, goes for the fountain plant so that she can position herself into new box afterwards. Flashbang comes on over, and Eugenia is ready. Yungher can't hit the flick, and so we run it back. 14-14, tied up again.
That's so awesome from Khizha. The fact that she stands and fights in Banana. We talk about how important this round is for MIBR, but the fact that They're not scared. And in amongst all the chaos, they are thriving within it. I mean, no right to win out the fight on 1 HP here on towards Julih. And khizha, honestly, the unsung hero. The amount of multi-kills that she's finding right now is really helping steady the MIBR ship. 14-14. Last timeout being called in for B4.
I feel like we don't see many timeouts from MIBR, but I guess they're doing okay. I did not expect this to be such a close affair. And we talked about how important it is for MIBR to pick this one up, given that B4 are so good on nuke.
Yeah, you're completely right. And the fact that you said as well, Nani needs to be kind of silenced. She's actually bottomed the scoreboard right now for B4. So the game plan has come together for MIBR. Can they do it? Can they go that one step further? Can they secure the map? Can they do what no other team in South America has done to B4 yet in ESL Impact Season 3? Take a map off of the Demons.
Well, we get to see this boost set up again. It didn't really get to be revealed last time around because it was the brawl in Banana. This time around, I think it will be tested because B4 aren't really putting the focus over towards B and seem interested in something over the side. The silent boost coming into play here to allow Julih to get up close. She goes for the spam here. That can reveal this boost in play, and it's not uncommon to fire off a few shots through the glass, but Ferzy's position isn't right into the corner, so might be okay here. Doesn't want to reveal that she's up there either with that silent boost. The Molotov is good. yungher has found an opener over to B. They're going to crunch onto A, and that's where everybody from MIBR is. All 4 players are in this crossfire, and now it's revealed. The setup comes through. yungher recovers, and yungher, another massive kill. They walk straight into the stack, and it has to be Eugenia now to keep them in this round. 1 kill to her name already, 2 more to find. Knows where Julih is, sees the top of the head, comes on over, but Julih collects, and B4 get to map point.
What a round from yungher. Stepping up right when her team need her the most. The kill on towards top bracket after she finds the pick on towards short. She's moving between so many different angles, and yet she keeps her composure. Take a look at this again, because it's the second kill, not this one. Here, on towards China. That sets the round back on track for B4. While Eugenia tries her best, goes a little bit aggressive over the hay cut. Definitely not happy with it. 1 round for overtime, or 1 round for B4 to take away MIBR's progress on Inferno.
Yeah, look what they're working with. Eugenia's got the hero AWP, no armor behind it, nothing but the AWP on her back, a sniper to keep her in this round, keep her providing that impact. Ferzy with the M4. That's Nani charging on through. Oh, deleted by the 5-7. She was the sole lurker over here, so B4, they have to get a move on. They have to try and find this space while it's still here. Ferzy fully blinded, tucks on in, looking for a fight, but Julih gives it to her, and Poppin's taking down Eugenia. That provides everything they need. yungher's holding for the rotates, and MIBR, they are starting to fall apart here in the 30th round. yungher's in a good position to find China. She is hitting every shot at the moment. Even the final one with the Tech 9, it's B4. It takes all 30 rounds, but they take Inferno.
That was so sweet as well. The fact that it's the A-bomb site, the one that's had the rifles, heavily fortified by MIBR, and yet still B4 come out on top. That